So did you know,
Right.
a lot of controversy this year about the performer at the halftime show this year?
Now, why is there controversy about that?
Well, apparently I don't think a lot of people are digging Bad Bunny. So
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special Riffs and Rhythms podcast in which we are not going to talk about riffs or rhythms at all.
Hut 1, Hut 2.
You are here with the special Super Bowl halftime issue. My name is Kevin McLaughlin, and this is...
John Madden. Oh, no, wait.
That's right. Now, here's a guy who could really put the ball where it needs to go.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
That's what she said.
Yes, this is Paul Roberts.
Son. All right, let's... Are you
right.
ready for some football?
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah.
Do you guys even really watch football like that?
I
What?
watch football.
What do you mean?
Do you?
What do you mean like that?
Just like, are you fans? Like, do you watch it regularly? Are
Yeah.
you like really?
I go in and out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I follow, sometimes I don't. It's because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan,
Oh, boy.
and that,
So-
that's a hard road to hoe.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be. I'm sorry.
And I'll give you the backstory on it. My father's from New York, right? And so he a huge sports fan, baseball and football. And my brother and I were little, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years old we were. And he's like, we're watching sports was a big part of our family life. And my dad looks at us and he's like, it's not fair for you guys. We live here in Florida, in Fort Pierce, Florida. Like, I grew up in New York. Like, I had like 5 or 6 teams to choose from. You guys, we don't have a Fort Pierce team. So, like, you have to pick a team that you're going to be a fan of. And so at the time, it was Miami Dolphins. Okay. Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons were the 3 closest teams. And this one, yeah. There was no Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There was no
Saints?
No.
There were no Saints yet?
nope.
No? Wow.
There was no.
Is this like last
Jacksonville
century?
Jaguars. This was in the 70s. Yes, everybody. There was life in the 70s.
1970s.
So and this was the era of Tony Dorsett and Roger Staubach, and my brother and I were like, we're Dallas Cowboys fans because the Dolphins will always suck. They always have sucked. And Atlanta Falcons were like a brand new team, it was like, so they weren't that great. So it was like, duh, we're gonna be Dallas Cowboys fans. So my brother and I both committed as kids. Like, I don't know what Mike does now, but I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and the Dallas Cowboys fans understand the fact that the Dallas Cowboys as individuals, and I don't know why for so long it's been this way, as individuals, they have some of the best stats in the league, but as a team, they have some of the worst stats in the team in the league. So like Tony Romo, great quarterback, but for some reason, part of the plan with the Dallas Cowboys when he was quarterback was, how about let's at halftime be up by 26 points, and then in the fourth quarter, let's just throw the ball straight to the other team the whole time. I mean, that was part of their plan.
Somehow they are worse than the sum of their parts.
Well,
I do not know. That is the core of the inexplicable frustration behind the Dallas Cowboys.
online, they're not feeling his vibe either as an announcer either. So
No, Tony Romo as an announcer, actually, he does a really good job. I like him. And as a quarterback, I liked him all the way until the part where he started throwing it to the other team the whole time. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys are frustrating. I don't know how you can have superior stats individually, but still lose all the time.
Growing up, I remember Tony Romo under another name entirely.
And what do you remember him under?
Rhymes with Romo.
Cuomo.
Oh, well,
Tony Cuomo.
yeah, Tony Cuomo. Certainly that's what he's
Tony
talking about.
Cuomo.
Yes.
Is that kind of like Jeff Gordon in the rainbow car? Is that what you're talking about?
Tony Cuomo.
Well, he's talking shit about your team, man.
I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just I grew up knowing that they're,
Dallas is the America's team.
Dallas is America's team, and Jerry Jones does a great job of
They have a
building
reputation.
giant stadiums.
They have a very up and down reputation.
It's a very self-deprecating joke, but my favorite NFL joke of all time is this. It's not favorable to the Dallas Cowboys, but anyway, it's really funny. So the inaugural season of the AT&T Stadium, which is where in Irving, Texas, I guess it's probably one of the coolest stadiums ever. It's got the biggest jumbotron in the history of the universe. And that year, the inaugural season of that stadium, Dallas lost every single game at home that year because they're the Dallas Cowboys.
What year was this?
I don't know. What was the opening year of the current AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Irving, Texas, and Dallas? This episode is going to be heavily supported by online searching.
2009.
2009 season, Dallas Cowboys lost every single home game in the year that, because all the focus was on the stadium. I don't know what's going on. They're too busy watching themselves in the replay on the giant jumbotron. So, as a result of that season, the governor of Texas designated AT&T Stadium as a tornado shelter because clearly there was no chance of a touchdown in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
And that is the greatest NFL joke of all time. Even though it's against the Cowboys, I still respect it because it's freaking hilarious. Accurate as well.
So there was the Super Bowl that they had the lights go out and power go out in New Orleans.
Is that the one about the Billy Joel song? No, that's the lights went out in Miami. Miami 2017.
I'm not sure, But there was Superdome. They lost power and the lights went out, and there was a whole big thing. So somebody asked Jerry Jones about that, why they didn't have any backup or concerns about the power went out, and he goes, I don't care. It's not my problem. He goes, it just means more people can go to buy a hot dog, because now the game is delayed and they got nothing to do. It's just go buy more beer and hot dogs.
Oh my!
So yeah, Jerry Jones is definitely a character though, and
he's a businessman.
Yeah. So a really interesting game. So, but this is not so much about Dallas Cowboys.
It is about halftime
show
at the Super Bowl.
So did you know, right? So I know there's a lot of controversy this year about the performer at the halftime show this year.
Why is there controversy about that?
Well, apparently I don't think a lot of people are digging Bad Bunny. So
how could
a
that
lot
be?
of people do dig
when
him.
he's the most streamed artist on the planet Earth.
All right. So why would you not want to have all eyes on the biggest sporting event in the year?
Is this evidence that popular music is crap and nobody actually likes it? I'm sorry. What? This is the Super Bowl episode.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah. Don't know. As usual, online drama and so forth. But did you know the very first performance at the halftime show? You know who performed?
UCLA marching band.
Very good. That was so very close. It was 1967. The University of Arizona Symphonic Marching Band, Grambling State University Marching Band, and high school from Anaheim.
Yes, according to my searching.
Did you go and change Wikipedia on me? Is that what it was?
I did. Most of Super Bowl's first decade consisted of marching bands from colleges.
I was going to ask, when did it become a thing to have big artists and have a big spectacle?
Well, we're going to get to that because we're using totally original content here by searching it up and reading it from Wikipedia. Right. Thank you, Wikipedia.
We should just ask ChatGPT.
Contribute to Wikipedia when they ask you to because they need it. So, the show's second decade featured a more varied show, often featuring drill teams and other performance ensembles. The group Up With People produced and starred in 4 of the performances, and starting in the 1990s to counter other networks' efforts to counter-program the game, the subversive other networks. The show was actually headlined by popular music acts during that time, including New Kids on the Block, Michael Jackson, Gloria Estefan, Clint Black, Patti LaBelle, and Tony Bennett. So they started upping the game to make sure that no one flipped to another network because the competition was getting stiff. All right, and so now starting with Super Bowl 32, if XXXI means 32, commercial sponsors XXX and 2 I's. X is 10.
Yes.
And I is 1, so 32. Starting with Super Bowl 32, commercial sponsors presented the halftime show. And within 5 years, the tradition of having a theme begun with Super Bowl III ended. So it was replaced by major music productions by arena rock bands and other high-profile acts. However, according to Wikipedia, following the 1992 Super Bowl halftime broadcast, which is successfully challenged in viewership by a Fox broadcast in an episode of In Living Color, great show, right?
Yeah.
The NFL opted to include the use of popular culture spectacles annually. Culture. When they say culture, they usually mean
Like a petri dish?
not white people.
Oh.
All right. So in the 6 years immediately following an incident at Super Bowl 38, where Justin Timberlake exposed one of Janet Jackson's breasts in an alleged, and I watched that. I watched it. It didn't happen. It was hype. I promise you, I watched it live. I watched the replay. Nobody ever saw Janet's breasts. They weren't there. He just kind of did this in front of it. And then they built it up into a big thing. All right. So
Definitive
he allegedly
history of
exposed one of
Rewind.
Janet Jackson's breasts in a wardrobe malfunction. All of the halftime shows consisted of a performance by one artist or group. No more of this mixing artists, because we could have wardrobe malfunctions. So in that era, primarily being rock artists from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, these shows were considered family friendly. And the time they took place described as the age of reactionary halftime shows. So no boobies being showed during the halftime shows after Janet. So that was a big thing, actually. Do you remember that whole wardrobe malfunction?
I do.
What are you doing back there?
Don't worry. I'm answering the
Unplugging
question. I'm
things.
answering the question.
Can you still hear us? He
Yes.
unplugged us.
No, I didn't. Battery.
And yeah. No, there's nothing to see here. Move along.
Never mind. Yeah. Anyway.
This is not the chord you're looking for.
So yeah, I do remember that, and that was just as the crazy hype. So if it was all blown out of proportion and hype, would anybody ever go to their grave with that?
It's possible that they have like a 5-second delay on all those broadcasts. Maybe somebody had the cover the boob button and they pressed it. I don't know. I'm like, in 5 seconds.
Anti-titty button?
Yeah, the anti-titty button. In 5, is it a 5-second delay? Like, so they could mute people who say stupid shit.
Which we don't approve of the anti-titty button.
For national television, I approve of the anti-titty button because you can't be, well, I don't know. You can't be teaching kids that exposed breasts are bad.
Boob is a boob.
Hard to say.
I'm sitting next to one of them.
You can't see him. He's off camera over there.
For broadcast purposes, it is good to have a delay sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, you would think they would have a longer delay than that. And if they just missed it somehow.
Well, it's supposed to be a 7-second delay.
No, what I'm saying is they're.
You think they let it go through on purpose?
No,
is
I
what you're
watched
saying.
it. And I watched the replay.
Right.
And I watched the replay again live. And there
Right.
was no breast showing.
No titty.
It was as if it might have been, but it didn't show. So either they blew it up out of proportion, or they were somehow able to put a boob filter on the national broadcast.
The boob filter.
We live in the future. Even back then, maybe they had some sort of bare breast filter.
We will watch.
Oh, we've got the real.
You guys gonna watch it over there to see?
Yeah. Look, so they put a censor thing on it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Why did they do that? Show the unedited.
And of course, it's Oprah talking about it, and Janet Jackson's acting like she apologized. The whole thing.
See,
was
this is
planned
why
ahead of
my
time.
idea was good. We should just review Super Bowl performances and like rank them
Here's an interesting factoid.
based on the show and the controversies around them.
The NFL does not pay the halftime show performers an appearance fee.
Did they not always? Did they always not do it that way? Because I know that they didn't do it now.
I've worked for Disney, and yeah, those gigs that you think would get paid the most, you get paid the least, because they're like, from now on you can say you worked with the mouse, or from now on you can say you played the halftime show. But what they do is they cover all expenses for the performers and their entourage, which could be thousands.
Oh, okay.
Their entourage of band members, management, technical crew, security personnel, family, and friends. The Super Bowl 27 halftime show with Michael Jackson provided an exception as the NFL and Frito-Lay agreed to make a donation and provide commercial time for Jackson's Heal the World Foundation. Good job, Michael. Rest your soul. So yeah, there's that. And I can tell you this, I have in my time when I worked in the audio industry, I have friends that did sound for the Super Bowl. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, to set up a world-class national act concert takes hours, sometimes days. Okay? For the Super Bowl, they do it in 5 minutes because the halftime is half an hour long.
It's amazing the movement of everything on the field and
So
coordination.
the planning and the stuff that they do to make that work.
And
Like
it just gets more and more complicated.
it gets
too,
more
as
and more
time goes
complicated.
on.
So imagine taking 2 days work, like 16 hours worth of work, and condensing it into 5 minutes. And that's 5 minutes for the on and 5 minutes for the off. And let me tell you, it is not a small deal because they bring out their own sound system, the sound systems that you normally see flown. They're on wheels and they're on the sidelines. There's like a giant amount of stuff going on there. Huge.
The orchestration of it is just
It's top notch.
yeah.
Top notch. Beyond exemplary. And
It is like I was
OMG is kind of like a not good enough to say, how do you do that?
like what are they like a duck, right?
I-
They make it look cool above the water, and the little feet are gonna go.
Yeah, it's
Pitter pattering,
It's amazing what they get
going
done.
crazy. You know, the feet are going crazy under the surface. Yeah, no, I don't think I even want the. If somebody offered me a job doing that, I'd be like, no, I don't even want that responsibility.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
thanks.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
trying to curse
and-
me?
Yeah. There's people used to ask me, oh, it must be so much fun. Oh yeah, no, it's not fun because when I make a mistake, like 10,000 people want their money back.
Yeah.
It's like not okay.
You ever see you see a mistake on TV and people make the joke, oh, someone got fired for that.
Yeah, yeah. If
that's
that's
real.
you and your family, yeah, that's real. Yeah.
That just happens.
So you were talking about so in the Wikipedia list here of all the halftime performers, a lot of it is listed, as you mentioned, right, is the Walt Disney Company, right? And
Walt Disney Company is listed as a performer.
as the producer, and
Mickey himself,
they
and Goofy and Donald, they were performers.
Yeah, so here, 1984, it was in Tampa, University of Florida and FSU marching bands, and a lot
What
of
year was that?
84. So the
87?
songs that they performed, the marching band performed as things like "Putting on the Ritz," 42nd Street.
What year was that? Is that like
1980
immediately following the famous wardrobe malfunction?
You not listening? I just said this now for a third time. 1984.
Okay,
He did
I
say
heard
that.
you 1984, but
He did say that. to
what
be fair.
year was the wardrobe malfunction?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, he just
Okay.
wants to know about the titty incident.
Oh, he's back to the titty.
No, but there was a backlash with the potentially allegedly shown breasts.
That was like 2001.
Really?
Super Bowl
Yes.
38.
01 was really an eventful pop culture year.
Was it 08?
for many reasons.
All right, so they went back to a period of family friendly, and then Super Bowl 45, the halftime show has returned to popular contemporary musicians, and they don't pay them. They just pay they get them in. They wine and dine everybody. They don't give anybody any money.
I love I love some of these sponsors of the halftime show. Everything from Oscar Mayer to Devin, you'll like this one, the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
AOL in 2004.
Nice.
Oh, well, look at that.
Sprint Nextel doesn't exist anymore.
Nextel was one of them. I remember Nextel.
Oh, on August 13th, 2019, the NFL announced a partnership with Sean Jay-Z Carter
Oh.
and his entertainment company Rock Nation to be named the league's live music entertainment strategist. In that role, Jay-Z and his firm became co-producers and consultants of the Super Bowl halftime show, allowing them to be involved in selecting music. So if you want to get a gig at the Super Bowl, you got to talk to Jay-Z.
Yeah. I
See,
got
really,
I don't even really follow football. I'm not really like a sports watcher. I used to play football as a kid, but never got into watching college or NFL or anything. But I do like to partake in that tradition of watching the Super Bowl. I like the artistry that goes into creating really, ads that the crazy ads that try to hook you, because they usually debut new ad campaigns during the Super Bowl,
right.
or they go all out on a certain some kind of marketing stunt.
no question,
And
the
that stuff, and they
apex,
spend a lot of money on
the
those spots.
apex of the advertising industry is displayed during the Super Bowl. No
And
question about it.
I do find it entertaining.
Oh, it's awesome. That's half the reason why I watch the Super Bowl is for the ads.
Yeah, the Clydesdales. That's a big one. Or the
One of my favorite halftime shows was when Beyonce and Shakira both did the halftime show. And that
We said ads, not ass.
2020.
very quickly, that performance turned into an ass shaking contest. And the two of them were standing next to each other. And if you replay that, you'll clearly see that they were both looking at each other's ass going, oh, no, she didn't. And then she was like going back and forth. It was cool. Because I'm pretty sure they both needed some chiropractic after that.
Those hips don't lie.
Those hips don't lie. And it was some badass ass
She wouldn't
shaking,
let
I can
that
tell you
fly.
The world was never the same after that. I can promise
right.
you that.
And J-Lo was a fly girl. If you get that reference, you get extra bonus points.
Which all ties into the fact that the entire
In living color.
halftime thing came from In Living Color.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kevin. That's right. Bonus points for Kevin. So you get the reference.
She was like, "Oh hell no, I'm not going to let this little Latin girl take my."
I don't know. So let's, it's, I do like, as, the music performers, I
heard him clapping.
that at football games, as you said, right? Did you play in high school, Devin? Did you make it?
No,
okay.
so I stopped right as I was entering high school because I was like, nah.
Right. So a big part of high school football is also the marching band.
I tried out for I tried to pivot to soccer in high school, but
Oh my.
and I tried out and I liked playing, but my school didn't choose me.
Okay.
So but it's I like seeing some of those marching bands perform, and I know they still try to incorporate.
Well, the marching bands are kicking ass in the stands the whole time.
Yeah. So, but just looking back, like we talked about, was where this all started back in '67, playing a lot of these songs, and it's was just looking at some of these performers. 1972, Ella Fitzgerald, Carol Channing performed.
Wow.
They performed "Mac the Knife." 1972.
Playing cover tunes.
Yeah. So that wasn't even their song, right? And then they still, a lot of that didn't, like you said, they started stepping up their game to have a little bit more bigger presence of who was performing. Tribute to Duke Ellington in 75. 76, 200 years and just a baby. Tribute to America's bicentennial. 1976. This year will be 20.
Yes, and
It's
let's fast forward to
250.
Super Bowl Licks, which is LIX,
Licks.
which I think it was like 59. Halftime show starring Kendrick Lamar is the most watched Super Bowl halftime show with a TV audience of more than 133.5 million viewers. And then the Super Bowl LVI, which would be what, 56?
That was in
Halftime show
Miami.
starring Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar again. What?
I like it.
He must be friends with, what's his name that does it?
Oh, yeah.
Who is it? Oh, Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar must be pretty tight. The most viewed Super Bowl halftime show on YouTube with more than 322 million views. Pretty good. And it's the first
Don't they
halftime
stream
show
the Super Bowl
to get that
online now
Primetime Emmy
everywhere?
Award.
I don't know.
What?
Well, unless it's on what do you mean, like YouTube TV
Oh,
or Netflix?
here it is. I mistook. Based on online metrics, Ticket Source revealed that Super Bowl LIV, which would be 54, halftime show starring Shakira and Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah, 2020.
was the world's most popular halftime show, no doubt due to the aforementioned ass-shaking contest. I said Beyonce. It was Jennifer Lopez. So possibly the two nicest asses in human history shaking it off on the halftime show.
Way before Taylor did it.
Taylor Swift? She
Shake it
doesn't
off. Shake it
her ass.
off.
All right, and then Super Bowl 51 halftime show starring Lady Gaga, the most nominated Super Bowl halftime show in Emmy Awards history, winning one Primetime Emmy Award and Outstanding Lighting Design, lighting direction for a variety special.
Who did
One
2009?
of its six.
2009.
2009.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce
Who did
Springsteen.
2010?
2010 was The Who.
Wasn't Black Eyed Peas one of them?
Yes, they were.
In that
More
time-
recently
in
than
that time frame,
I think.
2011, 12, 13.
2011.
It was 2011. Okay,
They
I
were
was
they were
close.
the right because
They
it
did
shows
a good job.
it shows like the main performer and then and friends. kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Right. That's why nothing's
Was
listed.
Black
So
Eyed Peas part of the And Friends
no, they were the main performer.
for 11, 2011?
Yeah, 2011. Yeah, and that's why nothing's listed so far for Bad Bunny. So I guess
I wonder how.
who.
I
Should we
remember
have
that-
ratings or reviews of people for on these?
I remember that performance, and
Performances.
it was iconic in the fact that they included a ton of other artists. In it.
Well, that's why I was. You say it's iconic, right? That's what I was getting at. Was I'm trying to remember over the years which ones stick out in my mind the most, and I'm wondering how much sticking out correlates with review like.
How much
quality.
you're sticking out depends on which female singer is at the halftime show.
Or sticking it out, yeah.
Yes, I'm with you right there. So I'm thinking
we're-
about the
we're definitely-
Ariana
we're definitely
Grande
clipping that.
halftime
Ariana
show
Grande did
where
a halftime show?
she walked in riding a 50-foot tall lion.
What?
What year was that?
Jeez,
what
hold
did
on.
Ariana Grande?
Oh,
Was it
no.
Ariana? I don't know. It was some female singer.
Lion? Oof.
He rode in on a lion that was like 50 foot tall.
Let me see.
Nope. You're gonna definitely have to Google that one.
It was. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't see.
I thought it
anything
was
for-
Ariana Grande.
Oh, okay.
Is there a 50-foot lion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm scrolling through here. I see Rihanna. I
Maybe
remember
it was
that one.
Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna. Well, yeah, Rihanna was actually pregnant when she did that show.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Not quite sure how to wait. Oh, the week. Remember the weekend? We talked about the weekend before. About that was the
That was like the
post-COVID
post-COVID thing.
or COVID. Yeah, it was in Tampa. And no other Shakira. Yeah, like you said, Bad Bunny performed with J-Lo and Shakira in Miami in 2020.
Where's the Super Bowl this year?
It is in San Diego.
It's in California. They always do it in California now because that way they can do pregame shows all afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, you think about the time change. We get up so early in the morning.
Yeah.
We start tailgating, watching Super Bowl stuff like at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? And then your game's not till you got to pace yourself, bro.
Super Bowl is a fun excuse to make like a whole, a whole day.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's February 8th, so I'll be off of my dry January. So
convenient.
Okay, I'm thinking of 2015, where Katy Perry rode a giant mechanical gold.
Oh.
I'm gonna hear you roar, roar, roar. That's
Yeah.
the song, right? Yeah.
Roar.
That's it. Roar.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All of those girl singers look the same.
Yeah. They all need to eat a sandwich.
No, but they don't.
Katy Perry's now dating the former Prime Minister of Canada. So
Dating or married? Yeah. What's his
I don't
name?
know. Trudeau.
Trudeau. Yeah.
So yeah, Timberlake performed a lot. Lady Gaga, a lot in there. So there's a lot of recurring and friends who's come through there. Wait, hold on.
I wonder who's made the most appearances. Anybody who's recurred the most.
Let's see.
Look it up.
This is the show. This is the episode where I ask you guys questions about the Super Bowl and you look it up.
Who have you
Isn't
not
this what
seen?
we pay? Is this what we pay a producer for?
Yeah, tell
No.
us who you'd like to see at the Super Bowl, and we'll call them.
I, for one, am excited to see Bad Bunny.
You have to put the Spanish or SAP translation on your captions.
Yeah, you have to go from Spanglish to English.
I could type in Spanglish.
Who has appeared on the halftime Super Bowl performance show the most?
Hold, please.
And the halftime used to be, a pretty strict amount of time. Now it's like, I feel like it drags on
30
hella
minutes.
long.
It's 30 minutes.
I feel like it's longer than that.
They still keep it to 30
sometimes.
minutes. They just do like 4
I
days
think
worth
it's
of work
deceitful.
in that 30
I
minutes.
think they're practicing like
It
some
could be
time
movie magic.
warping magic.
Could be. Could be everyone who's sitting there going, why is this 4-hour concert showing up?
Why is this 3-hour games 28 hours?
Exactly.
Like
Could
Super
be
Bowl
that.
event is like 2 days. It's like a
The
whole
Super
weekend.
Bowl crowd gets an announcement. Okay, everybody pretend like 45 minutes has not gone by.
All right, so Gloria Estefan's performed 3 times, 92, 95, 99.
Oh.
Stevie Wonder
Stevie
performed
Wonder
94, 99
Are these headliners or just in general?
in general, because I think sometimes
Justin Timberlake did it 3 times.
Yep.
And he allegedly uncovered
Yep.
Janet's boobs.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Nelly. Oh,
Nelly.
remember
Okay.
he was big. Right?
Twice.
01 and 04. Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Okay.
All right.
2014 and
There's your
2016. That's
Beyonce-
it.
There's your girl Beyonce.
I
Twice.
know
I kinda
Beyonce
remember the
did
Bruno Mars
one.
ones.
Yeah.
When was Beyonce on the Super Bowl?
13 and 16.
Twice
20s.
she did.
Yep. All right. Mary J. Blige. 2001 and 2022. That's a big
Okay.
gap, between that one, right?
Yeah.
She
Very
came out.
good.
That was
Good
a little.
job,
It was like
Mary.
I think like an hip hop, big because they had their Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre performed that one. Usher 2011, 24. There's 2. Will I Am. There you go. So that was part of the
okay.
Black Eyed Peas. He was 20. He used to perform twice. Also Kendrick Lamar.
22 and
2022,
2025.
Wait, Kendrick was in 2022 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was. Looks like that's it. Yeah.
Forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So sometimes it's like when they
along with
bring on
Snoop.
all these other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No wonder
Little guest
they're able to
appearances.
get so many multiple artists because nobody's getting any money anyway.
Right.
So that's
You don't have to
that's
split
that's a lot of the performers here. But
Prince.
here's on the website that we search here, a Man of Many website. It's that they ranked the best top 10 all-time ranked shows here. Number 1 is Prince, 2007.
He did a great.
Yeah, I think everyone
Halftime show.
remembers that because I think it started raining.
That was amazing.
And
He
Purple
kicked ass.
Rain. And
he
yeah,
put-
there he
yeah.
goes. Speaking of pouring rain, it provided the perfect backdrop for the classic song Purple Rain. Combine that with other hits, including some inspired covers and at least one iconic visual of Prince phallically thrusting the guitar behind a massive curtain, and it's no wonder that many consider this to be the best halftime performance in Super Bowl history. Yep. Number 2, Michael Jackson.
Number 2 after Prince.
So this was back in '93. So King of Pop. So they performed key songs. Again, Michael Jackson got the hits. Everyone's gonna hear that. Special guest, Children Choir, Heal the World. Right.
Yeah.
92 viewership, 91 million viewers. Why it's memorable? It introduced the concept of the halftime show as a major spectacle.
Yes.
So that kind of, again, the King of Pop. Viewership on the Prince is at 140, so I'm not quite sure if that was YouTube or just watching it real time. Number 3, U2. Why it was memorable, emotional tribute to 9/11 victims and the names projected on the screen. So that was the first right afterwards. So that was a big one. Yeah. So the 86, no special guest on that. They were solo.
Beyonce.
Yep.
Those $1 million thighs.
That's right. So why it's memorable, unexpected Destiny Child reunion. So Destiny Child.
Oh, that's right. I remember. I saw that.
So that one was a big one. Here's Miley. Oh no, that was Lady Gaga. 2017. I don't remember this one. He was up in doing aerobatic stuff here. It looks like in the picture. Why it's memorable. Drone show creating the American flag. Okay.
So Lady Gaga's the memorability of Lady Gaga's performance has nothing to do with Lady Gaga's performance.
I'd say she's really grown on me as over the years,
She's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So
she can sing.
So number 6.
Not sure I'm a fan of her songwriting,
Yeah.
but she can sing really well.
Hip hop, past, present, and future, I guess. So everything from Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick, and Eminem, 2022. I think that would surprise everybody when Eminem came out. Everyone blew their like, holy shit! So that was all of those.
That was
guys.
cool.
So they were like,
it's
always fun to see, and you never who's going to show up on the stage, right? And like, oh my god,
like it's a surprise.
Why it's memorable.
I think that's an inherent part of the whole.
Yeah.
Hyping it up as a spectacle thing is
you never
who's
know.
going to show up. We got the headliner. Who else is going to pop in? Oh, this artist is friends with this artist. Oh, this artist has this album out with this artist and this song. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they're
First all hip hop lineup and elaborate LA street set design. Back to what you talked about was, there's a lot of these sets that get wheeled onto the stage and, these stages and everything else. Field. I meant to say field. Number 7, Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band. Why it's memorable. Bruce Springsteen, famous knee slide into the camera. That's it, really. I don't know if that's really all that memorable, but yeah, he's got a lot of good hits there, right? Most people know. I remember this one. This was the Red Hot Chili Pepper. Bruno Mars with special guest, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So
yeah,
that was
a good one.
Yeah, and that was also.
I remember that one.
And that was actually, this is where they had the Super Bowl. Everyone thought NFL was crazy because they almost really was touchy. Was they had the Super Bowl in New York at Giant Stadium. So this is where they're like, this could be a bad thing. If you have a bad snowstorm, you could virtually have nobody showing up, or like it becoming like the worst because it's an outdoor stadium, right?
Yeah.
So they guys performed there.
Yeah, but everybody loves watching a good football game in a horrible snowstorm.
So this was 2014. Why it's memorable, high energy, Red Hot Chili Peppers guest appearance, and tribute to military families. Okay, and here's Kevin's Lion.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's Katy Perry.
That's right.
Rode in the Lion.
Special guest Lenny Kravitz and Missy Elliott. Why it's memorable. Left Shark offbeat dancing that went viral.
I remember the shark.
That's right. So
I remember the shark.
Yeah,
my God.
That's it. Right?
That is still a trend to this day.
Yeah, it's still
Just
a thing.
A left shark.
Well,
It's still like a meme.
I totally
Like
missed that part.
Dude,
like
that was 10
completely
that was 10 years
removed
ago.
from-
That was 10 years ago.
I know. It's still a thing, like completely removed
Here,
from.
hold on.
completely removed from the context of Super Bowl. It's like its own,
what is
like
Left Shark?
taking on its own life.
So they had all these performers up on the stage,
In suits and stuff.
and they were dancing, and there was the shark. The left shark was just totally over the top, kind of like went like stepped up the game on their. Yeah. So they basically
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah, they
the
showed
Left
up.
Shark was upstaging Katie.
Yeah. So
Oh, and we're watching.
yeah. So you
look
guys
at
can't
that.
see.
I thought the meme was that it was bad, that the left shark was doing a bad job, and
Yeah.
people were like,
Yeah.
Left shark
making a
steals
joke out of
Katie's
it.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, the Left Shark was upstaging Katy Perry, which you don't do.
Yeah, and I remember we haven't mentioned his name yet, but we might as well go ahead on the JNC show. Brad Brock's show is they did a Halloween episode, and the bad bitch dressed up as a left shark one year. In her
Did she really?
Halloween
I totally,
costume.
that went over my head. I didn't. I saw her. I remember her dressed up as shark, but I didn't realize she was the Left Shark.
So there's your
the
J-Lo.
Super Bowl also has.
yeah,
How's
look,
this number 10? How's that number 10?
How is that
member?
number? Like two of the best
Yeah, I
asses
mean,
in
look at
human
that.
history,
Yeah.
shaking themselves apart to show each other up. Look at that.
I know.
That is just absolutely perfect.
Ass-tastic.
That's ass-tastic.
I also
no
think the
question.
Super Bowl has a really strong
mean-
influence on.
Even people who don't like asses would have to say, "That's cool."
Has a really strong influence on costume ideas that people have later in the year for Halloween.
Okay.
What?
So you've seen people
Things
dressed
that
up.
happened during the Super Bowl.
Oh,
the,
okay.
the show. Like it's like the left shark thing. That was like one of those like, oh, now it's funny to do left shark for Halloween.
All right, so Kevin, you got one pick here. Which one is it?
Oh, clearly it's Jennifer.
I don't know. I'm more of a Shakira.
I don't know. I love
Yeah.
Shakira. She's awesome. When I was watching it live, I was like, "Wow, this is." It was more about the one-upmanship than it was about who looked better.
I know. I think the Earth tilted a little bit off axis
Yeah, I think
about
that's
those
why.
asses.
That's why suddenly the Earth got flat and got an ice wall. Is because of those asses were shaking us
First,
out of the reality of roundness.
that sounded so bootyful, Kevin.
It was a bootyful thing, yes, that's for sure.
First Latina
We
dude
got
with the headline.
advertisements and advertisements.
Oh
Yes.
my!
What the hell is this? Oh, bonus. Okay, that was it. So that was top.
Was that Barry Manilow?
No, bonus top Indiana Jones and the Temple of Forbidden Eye. This
What?
was
That doesn't even exist.
I don't remember even. I don't even know what the hell this. So I have to go look into that.
That's
Tony.
clickbait.
It's Tony Bennett.
That's Tony Bennett.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
what's going on there?
White's
White's memorable, bizarre, heavily branded, thematic, but lacking musical focus. Promotional tie-in to Disneyland's Indiana Jones Adventure Ride. That's okay. So again, good old
Oh yeah, no wonder it
commercialization.
lacked focus. It was Tony taking money from Disney.
All right, alternatives to these top group roles:
Coaster.
Madonna 2012, Rihanna 2023. She was pregnant at the time, and it didn't stop her from performing in her show. Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, Nelly 2001.
So the spectacle that is the halftime show was originally designed to prevent people from watching
Switching
in
channels.
living color
Right. That's
or other competing shows.
That's unfortunate. And the show's not even around anymore. Now people watch the Puppy Bowl.
Well, but even back then, like shortest attention span theater was dominating.
Everything surrounding the Super Bowl is now like a marketing game, because now they even use the Super Bowl, to premiere new things after the Super Bowl or beforehand. So it's like Family Guy, for example, like premiered like the next thing after the Super Bowl aired, I think, or maybe or two shows after.
Like Fox cartoon Sunday night or Saturday night or whatever it is. Sunday night is like huge after the Super Bowl.
But that's not the only thing. Like I know they've done that with other shows.
So
well, they know that almost everyone on Earth is watching TV, and they want to capitalize on that.
and there's other things to flip over to while it's going on here. So another one that's kind of a, I It's again, this is the divisiveness of what's going on is such a reaction. Why we started off talking about Bad Bunny this year, is performing at the Super Bowl has been something. Again, if you want to call it weird social media, what do you can and can't believe is less than a month out. The Turning Point USA. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Turning Point USA. That was Charlie Kirk's organization.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So, very conservative
peace,
here,
Charlie.
very conservative stuff on here. And I guess this is the counter to the Bad Bunny performance and so forth. Is there's been a lot of talk online that there's this counter Super Bowl halftime show to the NFL Super Bowl.
The whole reason why the Super Bowl halftime show was initiated is creating some backlash for a counter Super Bowl.
Right, because of the performer, right? So
because it's only the most popular pop star in the entire universe.
So
nobody likes him apparently.
So this article I'm reading here says less than a month out from the Super Bowl. This is an article dated the 13th, and reading a couple weeks ago was less than a month out from the Super Bowl. Turning Point USA has yet to announce its alternative halftime show. Following a fire hose of criticism from right-wing voices, the conservative organization announced in October it would put on its own halftime show in direct competition with reggaeton superstar Bad Bunny's performance. Turning Point, founded by Charlie Kirk, who we just said, has yet to announce who will perform in the event. However, the Super Bowl is slated for Sunday, February 8th. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see what's it's happening. It's going to be in an arena. It's a real production here. Turning Point spokesman Andrew Kovlet said on October 10th, and so forth. Yeah, so
respect to you if you don't like the artist or whatever, but I think if you have to market your thing as the anti this other thing, that is so lame. It's really a little annoying.
Well, it's a marketing tactic.
Right.
Why not? I mean, nobody can be the Super Bowl. But listen to this. Now, we all understand that in recent times, within the last year, it has come out that major pop stars have been getting. Well, here's how it has come out to me, and I've been a victim of this myself. As an independent artist, you go ahead and you hire a marketing firm to get you Spotify listens, and you pay them, and they do their job, and you get tons of Spotify listens. And then Spotify shows up and says, your Spotify listens are fraudulent. We are demonetizing you, and we are removing your song from our platform. Okay, that's happened a lot. Now it's come out that many of the major pop stars are major pop stars because of these fraudulent streaming numbers. So now I'm saying that to preface this with, as of late, 2025, Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist globally on Spotify. So possibly everyone likes him, or he's just paid the most money.
Where
to
are we going with this,
Spotify.
Kevin? I'm not sure.
Let me tell you, Bad
Bunny's huge.
All streaming numbers are to be distrusted, but Bad Bunny has been popular and growing for a long time.
And so why is Bad Bunny popular? Is Bad Bunny popular because he's really good? Or is Bad Bunny popular because his record company paid giant amounts of money for false streaming numbers, and humans, especially teenage female humans, are herding animals, and they just want to do what's popular, so they just like Bad Bunny.
He gets a lot of play in clubs.
I think perhaps that's the strategy of the record company as a whole, but that's another episode.
And he's also really big in his genre. I'd say his
Bad Bunny is huge regardless of any of that.
I think his popularity is real. Streaming numbers are arbitrary because you never can really fully trust it.
Yeah.
Because I think all record industry, tendrils are at work trying to manipulate the numbers to make it look as good as possible. But I think he's pretty organically popular over the last 10, 15 years.
All right, good.
So but Devin, that's the thing.
There's been an extra push on him lately, though. I will say that.
Is this because his music is mostly or all in Spanish?
What's the question?
So I'm just
He sings in Spanish and English.
Yeah. So I mean,
But does that have anything to do with his popularity? I don't know. The people
the backlash.
who speak
I'm talking
Spanish
the backlash.
probably represent
the
the
backlash?
majority of the earthly population.
Yeah.
So like if you want to be the biggest artist on earth, probably English or Spanish is your route.
So I guess that this.
I imagine that there is some backlash probably related to that. It doesn't bother me. I think it's lame to be upset about that.
Oh,
and no doubt, Bad Bunny as an artist in Puerto Rico was able to. He got a lot of international recognition after Puerto Rico went through its horrible hurricane aftermath, and he did a lot to raise money for people and or capitalized on that situation to make himself popular. Both are valid techniques.
Are you looking for a disaster to go help?
Yeah, my life is a disaster.
He went to the UK already.
I've got a disaster to go help waiting for me at the house.
He did his disaster tour already. He went to the UK.
I am a disaster to go help.
There you go. So we'll see. So the last part of this article is Ice coming to the Super Bowl. So well.
Oh, is Ice coming to the Super Bowl? Not until it's over because they need the labor to make it work.
They finish the whole event and then they do a sweep.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That is not okay.
Well, we'll see
So where is the Super Bowl being held?
In Southern California.
Southern California.
Yeah,
Well, hello. There actually is no border between San Diego and Tijuana and Mexico. There really isn't. It's just like you drive back and forth to work.
Yeah, well, you know how hard it is going to get to go see a donkey show now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, whatever. I read about it on the internet. We're trying to give Devin some tips on to go to Vegas. So at least that's.
Oh, yeah. Devin is going to Vegas. So who's got some tips on Vegas? Anybody been to Vegas before? I would say definitely go to the MGM Grand, go to the southern section of the strip near the airport.
Give me free and or cheap things to do.
Everything you can do everything you want to watch is free.
Devin, there's the show BattleBots is filmed there, but I don't think that's not free. Yeah.
No, that's not nothing.
Filmed in Vegas?
Nothing is free,
Yeah.
although you
it.
can spend a lot of time walking up and down the strip, walking through the
People watching?
If he does that, we may not recognize him when he gets back.
walking through the different. I found out the last time I was there that the whole southern end of the strip over by the airport, you can go between all those new.
They're all connected.
They're all connected. You can just go underneath the road. You never even realize you're underground. It's really cool.
Yeah. So there's a little light rail that goes behind the hotels.
The Tropicana and the New
Yeah.
York and the Luxor and the God only knows what else.
Go on a
MGM
gondola.
Grand.
Go to Paris and then go to the gondola ride.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, there's all sorts of places there. So
Yeah,
Sounds
walk
cool.
up and down and collect the cards from all of the people who are
go
trying
out and
solicit things.
Go out and find Area 51 for us.
Oh, yeah.
Area 51 is right close to there. The
Throwback.
Hoover Dam.
Yeah, the dam. Go to the dam.
The damn what?
Dam tour.
The Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam.
I ain't going no damn tour.
You can go scuba diving and see the town that used to be next to the river behind the Hoover Dam.
Yeah. Did you actually? I know you said you hadn't been out there in a while, but they now finally built this bridge that goes that you don't get to drive over the dam anymore. At the top of the dam, like as a crossing.
What?
They've stopped that.
Why? Because they're not willing to fix it because it's old?
Well, I think some of it was just because you go
People
down
were
that
throwing
road.
themselves off of
Well,
it?
you go down that road. It's all winding road to go through, and so it's not really the most conducive for traffic or whatnot. But I think also a little bit of 9/11 too, right? is
someone's going to shoot him.
So they have this new bridge
it.
that goes, it's away from the dam, and it's anyway. So yeah,
And they swam
Yeah.
and they swam
Yep.
all over the dam.
yeah. So last time we were there, to get to the other side, you had to drive around. So anyway, it's a whole. But yeah, that is a pretty cool thing if you wanted to go see. Is like, again, if you're into history, it's an interesting thing about why the dam was built.
Oh, the dam.
Yes, the dam. Yeah.
There's history in Vegas, but it's all.
Yeah. It's a lot of crazy. Oh,
I want to see how many different cards I can collect.
Dude, the guy, you ever see the show Ghost Adventures?
I heard about it, yeah.
So the guy that hosts there has got his own little museum there, all the weird. Yeah, no, don't go to it because I don't want anything getting attached to you when you bring it back.
What's the name of the street? Not Fremont Street is where all the original casinos are, but what's the street where all the new ones are? Down towards the airport.
Las Vegas Boulevard?
Where the Bellagio is, and
Strip.
Paris, and like the Strip. If you walk up and down the Strip, every time you cross a cross street, there'll be like 10 guys trying to give you cards.
That's what I'm going to see how many I can collect. Come back and we're going to call all of them.
Yeah, call them all. I'm at the Bellagio, room number 22.
Where are you at? We agree on this price, right?
Yeah, the Hangover is not what you're wanting to go experience. Hangover 3 in theaters near you.
Is that a mushroom?
You run into Mr. Chow. Good luck.
Anyway, so.
But did you die?
I'm talking about pranking them into going to some random person's door.
It's difficult to prank the people who live scamming all day.
That's true.
But it might be fun to try.
You gonna call? You calling up for room service? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, I'm talking about bringing the cards back home, then calling and say, I'm already back here. I'm not even there. Calling them, it's like when you order someone a pizza, sending someone to their door is their problem now.
You're probably gonna give your credit card information over the phone.
Cause somebody else an awkward situation.
You got to pay like hundreds of dollars ahead of time for them to even talk to you.
Yeah, well, worth it. Epic prank. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Well, let's give it a try and see what we get.
Yeah, new content. Get back to us on that. So
new content idea.
So all right. So there's the halftime review.
This is the first ever Riffs and Rhythms episode where we didn't even talk about a riff or a rhythm. We talked about the Super Bowl and the musicians who performed.
Where should I gamble? Where should I go to spend my money and lose it all?
Just give it to us.
I mean, where's the best?
I
need to give it to the house because the house.
They're all good.
Wins.
They're all good.
Yeah,
they're all good.
Yeah, if you want to lose, if you're planning to lose your money, just give it to us then.
My philosophy on gambling, because I've never had gambling magic, but my philosophy on gambling is that if gambling was a good deal for the gamblers, those buildings in Las Vegas would be way smaller.
Yeah, and don't believe the Ocean's 11.
But the thing that I hear from the locals is that on Fremont Street, the odds are better for the gambler because they've got to draw you in somehow.
Yeah, that's the old part.
The buildings are way smaller on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
That's the original.
Yeah, you want to OG.
So that's the place to go.
Yeah,
Binion's Horseshoe. That's where you can get your good meals for like $2 for a steak dinner.
I'm saving up $500, going there. I'm gonna come out with $50,000.
But you know what? If you sit at the one-armed bandit and pretend like you're playing, won't be long before a pretty girl in a short skirt comes up and asks you what you want to drink for free, and you can sit there.
I'm looking for a casino that lets me play professional Uno. Plays bets on Uno.
Yeah. Don't go.
Your better luck is learn how to play the table games. That's where your better odds are. And then they one-arm bandit.
No, I'm trying to play some wild games that they don't normally play. I'm trying to play Galaga.
Did you ever see the movie National Lampoon's Your Vegas Vacation?
Your experience in Vegas is going to be insanely disappointing. I can tell you that.
Watch Vegas Vacation. Chevy Chase movie. Mm-hmm. They went to Vegas on a family trip, and he was he got hooked into such a gambled all the money away. He was trying to win his money back, and then his Uncle Eddie took him to like an off Vegas Strip gambling place, and they were playing games. Guess the number I'm thinking, or they played War. It was again, War. It was what you're talking about. It was like so like crazy far fetched.
That's what I want to experience. I want that.
Oh yeah,
I want the far fetched.
That's you want to know about.
I want like carnival games.
I want of the scamming industry.
Yeah. That's like so carny stuff. It's like, all right, I'm going to bet $20 on guessing my number. Right? Yeah.
So anyway,
so our first episode here, Super Bowl review. So we'll see what happens.
We've had
here.
This is episode 176,000.
Yes, that's.
But it's the first episode where we haven't talked about riffs or rhythms.
Yeah, 120 actually. So
there we go.
Yeah, we're getting up there. We're getting close.
So watch the Super Bowl. Drink a lot when you do it.
Yeah.
Do it with friends.
Yeah, and then come back to the video and drop us a thing and say, what did you think about the Super Bowl this year with Bad Bunny and friends?
Yeah, if you're from the future, come back and comment here.
Yeah.
And tell
we don't know yet.
Tell us what your favorite ad was during the Super Bowl. Yeah. Tell us why you think the game sucked.
My favorite's the Dorito one.
Do you think there's going to be any chance that Bad Bunny, and friends shows up? It'd be like Ted Nugent showing up. Probably not.
Ted Nugent show up.
No,
although he should be there.
Probably not. No, I don't see that mashup.
Ted Nugent's not quite the pop star he used to be. Uncle Ted. Yeah. Thanks, Uncle Ted, for all the years of music. We love you.
Yeah, Kevin's got a fever. That was all because of a cat. So, thanks for tuning into this episode here. And don't forget to follow us on all social medias and watch us on YouTube. Listen on Spotify, Pandora, Apple, and all those fun places. And if you want to support the podcast, become a Patreon member as little as $3. Check out KMB
$3?
Rocks. That's right, man. That's it. $3.
Yeah, I should. Somebody who's not on my phone, type in kmb.rocks. Make sure it goes to my website, if you will.
All right.
kmb.rocks.
The USA.
No, .rocks. See where it goes.
Yep.
It goes to me?
Yep.
All right. There you go.
It works.
It works.
KMB.
I haven't paid. I pay $485 a year for my regular website to go, and that one works, and I don't pay a damn dime.
The redirect.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. So a lot of stuff coming up here. Got a lot of gigs coming up here. You got Bike Week coming up too also.
Bike Week. It's the 100th anniversary of the Cabbage Patch.
Wow. So
that's wow.
Shout out to the new set.
That's right.
Comedically, they don't get to see it until
that's to the new set. It looks totally different, but you can't see any of it.
It looks totally different, but exactly the same.
We'll take some. We're gonna take some pictures. So you've already posted up on Patreon. Again, if you want to see what it looks like actually here,
it's cleaned up a little bit. My lungs aren't gumming up anymore, so that's a plus.
It's definitely more conducive now, and we got a little bit more room to do Twister now.
So much more room for activities in here.
Should have been. Look at all this floor space. So much aerobics in here. So many activities. Do step class. It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
Activities. Yes. That's right. Yeah. Activities.
It is. Nobody's going to trip. It's more ADA compatible.
That's right. So, all right. Well, we want to call it an evening here and get to our delivery food here. So, thanks for tuning in to the Riffs and Rhythms podcast. I'm Paul Robertson.
And I'm Kevin McLaughlin.
Cheers.
Get out of here.